The thing is, nowadays, it is getting easier and easier to get a huge EIN-only business credit card from Bank of America, even if you have bad or fair credit. And in today's conversation, I'm going to explain everything to you. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition, another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's convo, I want to walk you through the step-by-step you need to follow to get a huge EIN-only business credit card from Bank of America, even if you have bad or fair credit. The thing is, and I've said this before, a lot of folks believe mistakenly that you need to necessarily have bad or fair credit to qualify for a Bank of America credit card, business credit card with EIN only. If you have excellent credit, that's fantastic. That's what we want, right? But life happens, stuff happens, people have to go through a couple of stuff. You make some mistakes in the past, financially speaking, and here you are with bad credit or fair credit. You can still qualify. And in today's conversation, I want to tell you that the first step you need to do in everything you do is to think about how you can leverage Bank of America's national footprint, the fact that this is a bank that is colossal, that has a lot of branches nationwide, how you can leverage their position in the national market to create a relationship that is good for you, a relationship that is good for them, something that is mutually beneficial. And the first thing you need to do is to open an account, open a business account. You can open a business advantage banking account. You can open, when it comes to savings, you can open a business advantage savings account. They also have a business CD products, right? So those have fixed terms with higher earning potential. So we're talking here about business certificate of deposits, okay? And you also have business services. This is something you need to pay attention to. Bank of America has a constellation of services at the business level that you might find interesting. If you are a business and you are dealing with customers and vendors, you might need some cash management services, for example. So what I want you to do today is to actually go through the business services that Bank of America has and choose from cash and transaction management solutions to all the way to workflow to liquidity management solutions to see which one you qualify for. You can accept credit card payments, cash management tools, cash flow monitor and connected apps, payroll services, remote deposit, account permissions, all that kind of stuff. Bank of America also offers credit cards, of course. They also offer business investing products such as small business 401k, individual 401k, SEP IRA, simple IRA. IRA stands for individual retirement accounts. So they also have tools to help you in terms of cash flow, credit and funding, taxes, and retirements. So the first step is to create a relationship, right? To see how you can benefit from Bank of America's larger national footprint. Step number 2, you need to know Bank of America business cards, their business credit cards, because the whole idea is to learn how to get a business credit card, a high limit business credit card with EIN only from Bank of America if you have bad or fair credit, right? That's the goal here. So big decision time. We're talking about the Business Advantage Customized Cash Rewards Credit Card. I want you to see that right now on the screen. This card is 10 over 10. We have scored this card 10 over 10. This is a perfect card. And the big decision time is, what are you going to do when you get this card? The card has a maximum credit limit of $500,000, $500,000. What are you going to do? Do you need the cash for operational purposes? Do you need the cash to pay vendors, to pay for inventory? Do you need the cash just for strategic rewards management programs? What do you need the money for? What is your liquidity situation at the business level? What's going on? Are you having enough liquidity? What is the position when it comes? What is the bottom line on your statement of cash flows? Those are questions, among others, that you need to actually concern yourself with. Okay, and so the Business Advantage Customized Cash Rewards credit card that we have scored 10 over 10, maximum credit limit $500,000, and the credit required is 675 to 850, but Bank of America can go as low as 600 if you're able to prepare a solid application. If you have that, you can get approved. So banks generally have what I call credit score bands, and then they are flexible. Like if they have the right applicants, they might go lower. And another business credit card that you need to know is the Platinum Plus MasterCard Business Card. That card we have scored at 9 over 10. The maximum credit limit here is $300,000. The credit score required is 700 to 850, but Bank of America can go in its decision-making process in terms of FICO score. They could go as low as 575. Okay, and then we have the Business Advantage Travel Rewards World MasterCard Credit Card. Our score for that card is 8.5 over 10, and the maximum credit limits for this card is $250,000, and the credit score band here is 650 to 850, but Bank of America can go as low as a 560 in terms of FICO in their decision-making process. Of course, for that to happen, you need to have the right application. You need to create the relationship. You need to do all the things that I will be talking to you about in today's conversation. And then another business credit card that you might be interested in is the Alaska Airlines Business Credit Card. And our score for that card is 8.5 over 10. This is a card that has a maximum limit of $150,000, and the credit score band here, it oscillates between 600 to 850. And how low can Bank of America go in its decision-making process in terms of FICO score? 500. Isn't that beautiful? That's beautiful, right? So basically, if your score is as low as 500, but you're able to prepare a sturdy, a compelling business credit card application, you will get approved. Step number 3, folks. One thing we need to do here is that we need to be strategic, right? We need to be very strategic. So you need to explore other Bank of America lending options. So the thing here is that the first goal, the first strategy, the first plan is to get an EIN-only business credit card with a high limit. Of course, if you have bad or fair credit. But what if that doesn't work? What if that plan doesn't pan out? What is plan B? Talk to me. Talk to me. What is plan C? This is the kind of stuff you have to think about beforehand. And I'm going to explain to you what you should do, what you can do, right? So if the credit card option doesn't pan out, you have other options. First, you have the Business Advantage Credit Line. This is an unsecured line of credit that Bank of America actually will put at your disposal. Again, no collateral required. If you have no personal guarantee, you have poor credit, bad credit, fair credit, you can qualify if you structure your application properly. Okay, and then you also have a Business Advantage term loan. This again is also an unsecured credit product, so it is an unsecured term loan. So here you receive funds as a one-time lump sum, right? No collateral required, fixed payments over the life of the loan. Bank of America can also help you with commercial real estate credit arrangements, so you can purchase the land or buildings your business needs as it grows, right? So you leverage your equity and invest in your business. Loan amounts from $25,000 all the way to God knows how much, right? Because I mean, Bank of America is a financial behemoth. They have the balance sheet needed to sort of back up any kind of loan. You can go all the way to 10 million, 100 million. They could actually fund you, no problem, on the commercial real estate program side, of course. They also offer equipment loans. Again, here the amounts are kind of similar to from 25,000 all the way to the Lord knows how high. But they also have secure business loans. So before I was talking to you about unsecured business loans. Now we have secured business loans, right? So you have here the loan amounts can oscillate between 25,000 all the way to 10 million, and you're gonna have to secure the loan with business assets. And they also have healthcare practice loans, and they have SBA loans. So the whole idea is to give you the bevy of business credit arrangements that Bank of America has, so that you have in the back of your head, if you know that if you don't qualify for the business credit card from Bank of America, you can qualify for other business credit options with EIN only. Step number 4, and this is a quintessential step. When we talk in general about EIN only, business credit cards or business loans with a fair or a poor credit, we need to talk about meeting with a banker. And in this case, you need to meet with a Bank of America banker. You need to you need to talk to a business lending specialist, right? And those at Bank of America, those folks, they are very, those business loan specialists, they are very, very knowledgeable. Chances are they know your industry as well as you do. Okay, because what they will do is that they will assign you someone who has worked on prior applications in the same industry as you. So the person is someone you can have a conversation with. The person can understand the cyclicality in your industry, for that matter. The business loan specialist can understand what you need to grow, and he or she can help you in terms of he or she can give you some pointers in terms of your balance sheets, your liquidity management, and so on and so forth. So you want to schedule an appointment with a Bank of America banker, and you can meet that person at a nearby financial center. That's how they call the branches at Bank of America, right? So you can meet over the phone. You can talk over the phone if you want to. You can discuss your needs with them via email, but preferably you want to talk either face-to-face, via Zoom, or over the phone. Don't engage in a series of back and forth via email where you feel like, you're just wasting your time. No. If we're talking about a high limit EIN only business credit card from Bank of America, we need to have a conversation. And you want to talk about things like your liquidity issues. What kind of issues are you having right now in running your business? Do you have cash flow problems? Is it cash inflows or cash outflows? In other words, do you not have the cash to pay your suppliers, or your customers are not paying you on time? And also you need to think about services, right? Because at the end of the day, it's all about seeing whether or not you can establish other relationships with Bank of America. And Bank of America has a lot of services you might qualify for. I was telling you earlier, right? So when I spoke about creating a relationship, I spoke to you about having a checking account and or savings account, but also engaging in some of the business services they offer. Of course, if you need those services, things like payroll services, things like cash management tools, cash flow monitor and connected apps, account permissions, remote deposits, those are stuff that you need to explore and see if you might be interested. Okay, and so once you do this, you should be fine. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. I'm still having a conversation with you today about how to get a high limit EIN only business credit card from Bank of America. Okay, and if you have, of course, bad or fair credit. And step number 5, this is an important step, also a quintessential one. You want to get your act together. What I'm trying to say here is that you want to prepare everything. You need to have an EIN. If you want an EIN only, you better have an EIN. But again, the EIN is not it's not like a magic word or a magic number. An EIN is simply a 9-digit number. It's like your company's social security number. It's a number that the IRS has assigned to your business to make sure you're not playing games with the United States government when it comes to paying your fair share of taxes. That's all what it is. People just get flabbergasted when they think about, an EIN only, they're not going to. Have you ever heard or seen a lender who will give you a loan or a credit card simply because you have a social security number? That's kind of crazy. Like, the top 10 social security number only personal loans. No, an EIN is the same thing. It's just a number, and if you don't back it up, like your EIN is as strong as the business backing up the EIN, the business's credit, right? If you have a lethargic balance sheet, you can't say, my EIN is strong. No, if you have a sclerotic cash flow statement, then if you have a weak a weak P&L, a weak income statement, your EIN is also weak. That's all it is. So get your EIN, but you need to work on having a strong EIN for real, not just a number, okay? And you need to have a business plan. Let me ask you a question. Do you currently have a business plan? No, yes. No, yes. Don't answer me. You're answering, either you answer yourself right now or you're going to answer the lender, because the lender wants to see at some point an updated business plan. I don't care which industry you're in. If you are a business owner, and I don't care how small, whether you have a big company or you have a small company or you have a micro company or whether you have a teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini company, you need to have a business plan. A business plan is just a synopsis of where your company has been, where it is, and where it is going. It is a GPS. It helps you navigate the treacherous water that you might have on your path. Folks, you have to understand, this is a competitive world, right? And you're probably sitting somewhere in Kalamazoo, or you probably sitting somewhere, I don't even know, like in Brooklyn or San Diego, and you're competing with a global marketplace. You have rivals all over the place, so you need to have a GPS, and a business plan helps you do that. And so when I talk about getting your act together, you need to have your business plan, you need to have your articles of incorporation or organization, you need to have your financial statements, you need to have your licenses and permits, all the kind of stuff that will make your business look and feel legit. Step number 6 here, you need to explore your options. So when we talk about actually having some, let's say you don't qualify for the credit card. Stuff happens, you don't qualify, it's okay. Maybe because you don't have the right credit, or Bank of America just decides to say, based on your risk spectrum and based on the available, on their current risk spectra, your spectrum cannot get into their constellation of spectra. In other words, you are too much of a risk for them to take on right now. It's okay. It's okay. No panic here. No panic, right? What you want to do is you want to explore other options. I've spoken earlier. I've touched on this earlier before. So there are a lot of options. You have the secured credit products and you have the unsecured credit products, okay? This is the kind of stuff you need to think about either with your team in terms of brainstorming your credit strategy. Or if you are a one-person business, you need to think about whether you need cash and how much you can borrow, really. So you have business line of credit. You have you also have either secure or unsecured. It really depends on you. You can also have, for example, a working capital credit arrangements. Either way, those options are cool because by discussing with your banker, you're able to see whether you need to co-sign or co-borrow. Okay, what about a secure business credit card or loan? What about having a secure credit arrangement? Okay, are there other lending options? This is why you need to talk to the lender, because a business line of credit, for example, is great in managing day-to-day business needs. You can access funds to meet short-term working capital needs, such as inventory purchases, future project costs, or company payroll. You can take advantage of immediate business opportunities. You can pay for equipment repair and upgrade. You can meet seasonal business needs. For example, you can cover overhead. You can meet payroll, maintain normal business activities, right? But the thing here is that you can't just get the line of credit just like that without planning. You have to think about the APR. You have to think about the term. You have to think about the conditions, the repayment terms, all that kind of stuff. And you have to think about it beforehand. And this is why maintaining a relationship with Bank of America at several levels through checking, savings, CD, investing, IRAs, all that kind of stuff. And most importantly, having a loan specialist talk to you, or sort of having an account representative, it's kind of cool, because then you have the expertise that you need. You have the insider's expertise you need to move forward with your business needs. Number 7, folks, you need to prepare the credit card application. Okay, so after doing all this kind of stuff, you need to prepare the credit card application. Now, it depends on the card you're going for. Okay, and I'm showing you right now on the screen the easiest card for a low or fair credit business borrowers is the Business Advantage Travel Rewards World MasterCard credit card. And our score for this card is 8.5 over 10, but it is a card that is great for, like I said, business owners who have low credit or fair credit. The maximum credit limit on this card is $250,000. You have a purchase intro APR 0% for 9 months. The transfer intro APR is not offered on this card. The regular APR oscillates between 12.24% and 22.24% variable, right? It's really good. You have an annual fee of $0, and you have a rewards bonus of 30,000 points. And the credit score band required for this card, 650 to 850. However, how low can Bank of America go in its decision-making process in terms of FICO score? 560. So the Bank of America credit card underwriters could go as low as 560 if you are able to prepare a solid loan application. So if you have that, if your score is as low as 560, you will get approved, assuming that you are able to prepare a sturdy, a compelling, a captivating application. So this is the kind of stuff you need to think about. And one thing you also need to do here is that once you, so this is a card, right? The card that you want to pursue. So you can actually apply online, but our preference again is to go to a branch. You fill out the application there. You meet with your banker one last time. You double check your business plan to make sure your numbers are accurate and realistic. If you have sales projections, you want to make sure that those numbers are also realistic. This is very important. Okay. And you want to follow up if there is any request for additional information, additional evidence. You want to respond promptly, because this will show Bank of America that you are serious, okay, that you are for real when it comes to the business credit card that you are asking for. And again, if you do everything correct, if all these steps check out, you will definitely get the EIN-only high limit business credit card from Bank of America with fair or poor credit that you are looking for. Thank you folks for your attention. I really appreciate it. Let's quickly recap today's conversation. So the topic was how to get a huge EIN-only business credit card from Bank of America with bad or fair credit. First, you want to create a relationship. Number 2, you want to know Bank of America business credit cards. Number 3, you want to explore other Bank of America lending options. Number 4, you want to meet with the banker. Number 5, you want to get your act together. Number 6, you want to explore your options. Number 7, you want to prepare the credit card application. And then you want to recap everything. All right? I'll talk to you another time, but until then, remember, stay marvelous.